What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for our second episode of the Emma playthrough of Evil Genius 2. This time around, we're going to be recruiting our valets and our technicians. In addition, we'll be expanding the base a bit and doing some research. So, in that light, let's go ahead and get started with the valet. We will need to go and kidnap one from the world stage. So we're going to unpause and let that go. I'm going to come here, see where we have valets. We have one here. There's also a couple more here in the Saber area, so we don't have to expand too far on the world stage yet. We're not going to go into Anvil right now. Nor too far into Hammer, since we have all this available. What we might do is just focus on getting the base expanded a little bit for just a moment. So we've got this going, and then we're going to put in our laboratory. So we'll let them finish real quick. Kind of hit the fast forward here, get that part done. Because that is the beginning of our lab. And it shouldn't take them more than a minute or two to get that done, especially on fast forward. And while we're here, we want to kind of plan out where we want to put the inner sanctum.
Optional objective available.
And I think, given that we want to go eventually and bring in all of the agents and everything from over here, closing this off, we'll put the inner sanctum somewhere over on this side. I'm not quite sure where though. Maybe back over here? Behind the vault. It sounds like a great place. We're not going to build it just yet, but while we wait for the money to finish up there in the Saber province, let's take a look at the research and see what we can get. So we can get computer consoles. That costs us 10 grand. Alternatively, we can start in here. I don't have an impact analyzer yet, so can't do that, but we can get the doors or the capacitors. Additionally, we can increase our capacity for minions, which actually sounds great right now.
Research has begun.
So we'll do that. And I think at this point we're just going to wait for the money to come in, so we will be back in just a minute. Alright, welcome back everybody. We decided, instead of waiting for that money scheme to finish up, which has got about another 20 minutes or so, to go ahead and add in another radio repeater to give us the broadcast strength to take another section of Saber. And while we were at it, we moved this last power generator here over and added another one in to cover any excess power needs that we might have. Looks like we do need to train up another scientist as well. We only have one, and he needed to go on break. So we're going to train up another one, and we're going to add a couple more guards while we're here. And then we're going to take South Africa, the Southern Saber territories, and scout that out. So once that completes, then we'll just go ahead and grab the valet from there. And that should only take a couple of seconds once they get on the elevator, good lord, on the helicopter. If only an elevator was all they needed, right? That'd be more like a Wonka-vator, I think. Up, down, sideways, diagonally, backwards, forwards, you know the deal. I'm pretty sure that would be amazing. And deserving of an Evil Genius layer. That's it, Rebellion. We need a Wonka-vator. Alright, here we go. We should get this here. It takes about 10 seconds. And once that's done, we will start the scheme to kidnap a valet. And there we are. So let's do that. That takes about 10 seconds as well after the 5 workers get on the not Wonka-vator, the helicopter. In the meantime, we almost have our new scientist and guard. And there we go. Alright, good stuff. And you can see this is how I was talking about setting up the control room in the last episode. Leaving these little pillars in here, at least while we have the original radio repeaters. The more advanced ones are a slightly different shape, and it takes a different shaped pillar to put them all in with the decorations, which unfortunately we don't have access to just yet. But once we get those, we'll put them in. It's the reel-to-reel recorder, I think, and a dot matrix printer or something like that.
Task complete.
And those reduce the morale and smart strain, meaning that my workers can stay in there for longer before they have to get up and leave. Now, in the meantime, we've got a couple optional objectives that came available, and we completed one. Give us an extra $10,000, which brings us close to our maximum. So, I think we're going to expand the vault just a bit. Let's set this to vault, and we're just going to kind of go to the side by like 3 squares and out to the end of that rock formation there. Don't want to make it too big. Alright, we'll add in 3 more of those, which will give us a grand increase of 6,000, bringing us to 50,000 available in space. That our valet has arrived.
Your vaults are almost full.
Definitely going to have to extend this because the valet trainer is kind of huge. So we'll just kind of make it bigger for now, and then when we're done interrogating that valet, we'll be able to add the new trainer in. Now our valet is right here. We're going to fast forward till he gets to prison because they walk awfully slowly. I'm sure we don't want to just sit there for 2 or 3 minutes while we wait for them to make their way there. Oh, but while we're at it, let's go here. Now, what's our heat looking like here? 17 out of 50. Very cool. We'll look at a new research here in a sec. There's this, but that requires me to have valets, which I don't have. And then there's this, which gives me 30 heats added onto our already existing 17, which is not going to work. So we're just going to leave this guy sitting here because it'll passively generate more than 3 in that time frame, meaning it will lock down before that is done. So we'll leave that alone. We're going to go here and we're going to interrogate our valet. And while we're at it, we're going to choose another research. So we can either increase the stats on our genius, on Emma, grab a new trap, which we don't really need just yet. We're not to the trapping portion of this playthrough. So I think we're just going to get the computer console so we can generate intel passively.
Research has begun.
Good. And how's our interrogate? Oh, we're at the foot tickling. The foot tickling. And there we go. That's all it took.
An intruder has given us their secrets.
So now we need the valet trainer, which, as I said before, is flipping huge. I'm going to have to make this even bigger. I thought I had given it enough spots. Alright, so we'll put it in there now. See, if I'd put it there, they wouldn't be able to get to one side. Specifically that northern side on this particular screenshot. So we'll just put it right like that. And confirm. Alright, so that should go through pretty quick. I think we're also going to expand this, but only to here, because we are going to need some more generators. There we go. We don't need too many right now, but we're going to need some when those computer consoles come online, because we'll stick a few of those along this wall. And those will all use power, so we'll need the excess available. And we'll hit fast forward here just to wait for the guys to bring the trainer from the helicopter to here. And we'll go ahead and set the number of valets to 3.
Task complete.
Which is conveniently what we already needed. So those guys will trade up pretty quick. It's not a super slow process with the fast forward button pushed, so we will just sit here and wait. I think it actually takes longer for them to do the research than anything else.
Time
Let's
to get
see.
my
Prioritize
hands
jobs.
dirty.
Increase it. Okay, I don't think that doesn't make them work faster. It just prioritizes the stuff in the aura. With Maximilian, you have one that makes them work harder,
Research
which
has been
does
paused.
affect research, but you do not have that available with Emma. Now, this one's kind of cool.
Task complete.
Let that finish. There we go. The targeted person plotter is really cool. Some of the henchman special abilities are really powerful. And being able to use Emma to reset the cooldown just means that you can use it twice, which is really super cool. So we're going to unfast forward this because we don't need to. And we're going to
It's a
collect our
pleasure to
reward.
meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
It shouldn't be. Do you know what we need you to do?
Carry luggage, open doors. I also play a mean game of Baccarat.
But do you cheat?
Do you cheat? I hope so.
I'd forgotten.
I have no luggage. All my doors are automatic, and I don't have time for losers.
There you go.
And smile. Make them think there's nothing going on back here.
Absolutely.
Task complete.
All right, now we're going to go ahead and take the technician scheme here.
You. Are you responsible for the state of this room? Is that computer supposed to be giving off sparks?
Now, I can say as an IT guy, yes, it absolutely is.
Yes, boss. That's how we know it's turned on.
See?
It looks broken to me. Don't you repair these things?
We try, but it hurts. The sparks, you see.
That's right.
I can't rule the world from a ramshackle lair with hunk-of-junk equipment.
I mean, you
Get
can.
a specialist. Interrogate them. Find out how to repair these things.
Just won't be very effective.
Research has resumed.
Okay, now we have to kidnap a technician. We're going to see. There is one available here. And this now only has 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 15 seconds. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and design out the first iteration of our casino. Eventually, I'm going to want them to come in the front door, be forced to go this way, and then back over this way to hit as many of the attractions as possible to lower their resolve and their skill before they end up over in this area, which is where we will initially trap things up. But for right now, we're going to add a few things in just to, like I said, distract folks. So we're going to put in a couple of different things, including a cocktail bar here. We're going to throw a couple of roulette tables in. I think we're just going to stick them kind of along these pillars like that. One stage, which I want to put right there, so I'm going to have to move the plant. The plant can go over here in the corner. So we want to put the stage here. So the stage actually lowers their resolve, whereas the cocktail bar and the roulette table, along with the baccarat table, lower skill. Now, skill determines whether they can bypass traps and that sort of thing. So the lower you get their skill, the better if they're going to get into your base. Resolve, that is what keeps them there in your base. Once it hits 0, they leave. So agents will leave at either 0 resolve or max suspicion for guys like investigators. Just like soldiers don't really much care about suspicion. They will more shoot everybody. speaking of investigators, oh my goodness, I missed those guys. Now, since they are already maxed out on suspicion, which you can see by that icon there, I'm going to have to kill them.
An intruder is in the lair. Kill them.
Let's capture
I
one.
want you to find and capture that. Find
And
that
kill the other
intruder.
ones.
And I'll capture. I must take matters into my own hand. I'm thinking.
Oh, I don't want her to get too hurt, but since we have so few people right now, I'm going to have to utilize Emma. Right now I can't heal her because I don't have the inner sanctum yet. So, now that we've done that, I think what we're going to do
There had better be a good reason for this.
is plan out the inner sanctum, and I think I want to put it back here. So we're going to start with, that's the cover operation, we want the inner sanctum. We're just going to start with a simple like 8x8 square. We're going to give it a 4 square door, and then we're going to do a 4 square corridor to here. No, not to there. Let's do just kind of 4 squares to here, and we'll do 4 to there and fill in the excess. So now we want to go back to inner sanctum, and as much as I like the inner sanctum door, I'm not spending 10 grand on it right now. When we start earning better money, I will put more stuff in there. Now, I have not actually seen her impressive desk, and I like this one. It looks pretty freaking cool. And when we get henchmen, we're going to need to put in this conference table as well, because Emma can heal up at the desk, but the henchmen require the conference table. So we'll accept that. That takes 2/3 of our money. So I want to check and see how we're doing here. We're at 13.5 minutes. This place,
Research
we
has
are
been
at half
paused.
heat, so let's go ahead and send 3 workers to remove it. And once it gets to 0 heat, we can just cancel. It'll be kind of a waste after that. So, while those are going, we're going to continue doing our cover operation. We're going to leave it unpaused. All we have left is decorations, really, and what I'm going to do is force them to go past the various attractions here. So I want to put fencing like this, and like this. I think right there works. Let me move this, see if it'll let me put it one spot closer. No, it won't. So we're going to put fencing in like that. This is just kind of the El Cheapo way to do it. I'll stick a little side table in the way right there. That way they have to go past the Baccarat table. And we're going to take the fence and go up like this. So they have to kind of go right past it, and then they have to go past the stage. Oh, that's unfortunate.
An agent has been captured.
Yeah, well, this is ugly, but it gets the job done. There. So we'll confirm that.
Salaries
And at
paid.
least with that, anybody who gets in will have to go past this stuff. We'll be completely changing this once we progress a little bit further. So, let's check again with the world stage. I'm pretty sure we're at about 15 minutes, give or take. No, that's not the right one. That is 11 minutes. So, we will be back in about 10 minutes when this finishes up. We'll see you then. Alright, welcome back, folks. We're about a minute and a half out from this completing, and I did want to show you guys how this works. So we can see this investigator has 6 resolve remaining and is now currently watching the karaoke on the stage. So we can see it just drains rather slowly, but not an immeasurable amount there. And now that resolve has hit 0, see they went to a leaving status effect there. So they will be departing the island as soon as they finish listening to that song. And there they go. And while we were away, this finished up which was an 8x8, gave us the 64 squares we needed to finish the inner sanctum. And I went ahead and extended the vault a little bit further just to give us a little bit more space in case I don't see us approaching the limit there. And we should be pretty close here. Down to 55 seconds. We're just going to hit the fast forward for that last minute there. And once that's finished, we will be going for our technician. So, 15 seconds left. And as soon as that finishes, we will unfast forward and select
Team
it.
has succeeded.
So there we go. And we actually are really high on heat, 30 out of 50. This gives us 15. So when this finishes, we will have to select the heat reduction scheme. I promise words are my strong point. Really, they are. Anyway, so we have sent the guys off to do that. And we can kind of look around. We do need an infirmary. This person is low on vitality, and we need a staff room. That person's low on morale. So I think we're going to go ahead and put the infirmary, which we do have the items for here, right over in here. It doesn't have to be particularly huge for now. So we're just going to make it about that size, I suppose. I want to stick 2 of these in here if I can. 1 in that corner, and cannot fit 1 in this corner yet. So let's just go this way. Perfect. So we'll do that. And then we're also going to do the staff room, which is right here. Now the TV that you can use is kind of huge. See, it's not at all the smallest thing. So what we're going to do is we're just going to open this whole section up. But I don't really like that idea. If we put it here, yeah, let's do that. Let's take this. I believe that was the correct size. Nope, I needed 1 more. Alright, so we're going to put that there.
Not enough gold to complete
Yep.
this construction.
And then I would like to come over here and do that. And then we're going to make that little 1 strip there also a staff room. And that way we can still get through here, but we can't just have agents cut through this and go straight to the inner sanctum. So we're going to confirm that. We're going to go back here. This is already draining heat and is actually already finished. So let's cancel that. And we're going to send 3 guards to get us money from there, because we're a bit low now. Alright, so that is going. And we're going to need an archive. Smarts is also low. Now eventually what I would like to do is anywhere where minions work, like the control center,
Task complete.
the laboratory, armories, when those get there, I would like to put little complexes of staff room, cafeteria, a little barracks with some beds, and the archive, so they can kind of increase or regenerate all of their stats close by where they work. But that's not something we'll do just yet. Having the archive would be a good idea, though.
You're running
So,
out of gold.
since I'm going to kind of turn this corner right here into a cafeteria area, since the control room is here, and then we've got training here, and so on and so forth, I'm going to add the archive. Just kind of opened up right here.
You're
Right
running
now,
low on power.
we'll just use the 1.
Build more generators.
And let's add 2 more generators in, which I don't quite have the room for. We need to go 1 more space. And we'll add in 2 generators. There. Way more money than we have, but that's okay. we can turn stuff off if we need to until that all finishes. So the technician is here, but he's still in the heliport, so we're going to hit fast forward again. Just wait for him to make his way to the prison. Anytime now.
We have captured an intruder.
Wait. Who did we
You're
capture?
running out of gold. Maybe spend less. Or
Why did we capture
steal
a
more.
technician? Release him.
Ignore that intruder if you spot them. You idiots.
Yeah, I don't know who oh, wait. Why do I have a technician? I'm super confused now. It was showing him in the...
When you find them, capture that intruder right now.
It showed him still in the heliport. How did... I'm really confused.
we
But that's
got a
okay.
new prisoner.
We'll just go ahead and escort him to the chair. I was playing the Maximilians for so long, I was just used to having technicians, and I was staring at the guy over here and didn't even think about it kind of glitching out a little bit.
An intruder has given
Alright.
us their secrets.
So we have to do the technician trainer, which is a little bit smaller of a trainer, so that's not too bad. It just kind of goes along the wall, and that spot's perfectly fine. Messages. Alright. Now that is there, so let's go ahead and we're going to add 3 technicians as well. I don't remember what the number is for this one. But you always seem to need more, because there always seems to be stuff breaking down, so that is perfectly fine with me. Now, I think we're also going to add just another row of lockers here.
Task complete.
I'm spending way more money than I've got, but that's okay. Alright, let's slow this down and see what I've got in the site or in the optionals, so I can get us another 6,000 here. There. Alright, so that'll help with all the constructing that we're doing.
New
thankfully-
optional objective available.
These will come long before these come. And we already have our generators, so we're good on the power side. It's just going to be training up these 3 technicians. So I can go ahead and just fast forward through that. So that'll only take a few minutes, and that should be about it for
all
the day.
of your minions.
Oh, I forgot about payday. Oh dear.
You're running out of gold.
Yes, yes we are. Alright, so money's coming in there, but it's being spent about as fast as I could get it. This lockdown, I forgot to set the scheme to reduce the heat there.
Research
Oops.
has resumed.
And I thought so. Capture that fool.
Find that intruder and capture. I have reports of an intruder in the lair.
There we go.
Kill them.
And we'll do this.
Vital stations.
I don't think they're going to get caught. Well, at least those 2 won't. This one will. Oh, they're going to get caught by one guy. You know what,
All
Emma,
part
get
of
over
the
here.
plan.
See if she can catch them. Or at least one of them.
Indeed.
She's not going to be fast enough. I was not paying enough attention. Yeah,
High
nobody's going to
alert.
catch them.
Cancelled.
If I must.
I'm still going to run. Don't think she'll actually make it, but... Oh,
All
you know
part
what?
of the plan.
She might if the boat doesn't get here. So let's see. And of course, there's the boat. Doesn't that just figure? Run, Emma, run!
They are all dust. They just don't move yet.
Alright, so we made it. That's handy. Alright, kill them. Kill them.
Research
Do
has
it.
resumed.
One down. One more hit. That's all you need. Oh, he's captured. I forgot I had him set in
What
capture.
now?
Alright, you go
I
sit.
need to be alone.
Okay, so we got this last guy training. We successfully avoided having our suspicion leaked out into the world. Somebody needs to come capture this guy. And we're gonna watch this little cutscene.
You there, the one in the apron. What is it you do around here?
Me? I repair things, prevent breakages, turn things off and on again.
I see you went to school for IT 101.
Oh, good. We need someone to keep the lair in good working order. If you come across any corpses, just don't turn them back on. I like them that way. What I need is a strong right hand, a devious intellect worthy of helping me on my quest for world domination.
Alright, here comes the quest for a henchman.
What about me, boss?
No, you're done.
You're not strong. You're barely even an intellect. No, there are plenty of criminal masterminds out there in the world. Let's get one on the payroll.
Yes.
Task complete.
Okay, so we have, for next time, our quest to recruit a henchman. And if anybody wants to leave a comment, if you have a suggestion on which henchman you would like to see, I will be happy to look at those and choose based on that. So we've got Jubei. We have the fan whose name I can't remember. We have Iris. And we have Barracuda. So if anybody wants to see one of those in particular be our recruit, just let me know. In the meantime, I appreciate you guys watching, and if you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment, even if it's not, you know, which henchman you want, just anything you might want to see, any suggestions, anything like that. And thanks again for watching. Hope everybody has a great day, and bye now.